Hello and welcome. Today I was in a bipolar mental health space on Twitter, and the host that was hosting it is bipolar, and he was discussing what he was going through, and this person had explained that they have their undergraduate degree in psychology. They're very educated, and they have empowered themselves through education. So they know what they're talking about and have been living with bipolar their entire life. They're a father of three, and they have a wife and a job, and they're on medications and are educated, like I said. And a person who identified as normative came in and asked, "Are you fine? I mean, have you ever thought that it's just in your head? You shouldn't listen to doctors and diagnoses, and let them tell you what you are." And she said, "Have you ever thought about maybe changing things in your life? Maybe it's things going on in your life that you can change." It's like, "Oh, yeah, no, I've never thought of that. What do you mean?" "Oh, just like stretching, drink water, like have some hobbies. Do you have any hobbies? What about like exercise, or maybe get a dog?" "Oh, gee, I've never thought about those things. See, I don't have internet or any relationships in my life, and I've never seen the world and how to help myself." It's like, yeah, no, those comments are very damaging when you aren't something and you tell someone that they shouldn't feel this way or that what they're feeling is in their control. Now, I completely believe in the mind is the most powerful thing in the world, in the universe, and except for God, and who created our minds, and we can control so much. But what normative individuals who don't identify and are not neurodivergent and are not educated in psychology and the DSM and neuroscience and just have never been on medication or the therapy themselves, and they try to, in their way, help. What you're doing is demeaning and belittling the reality of what neurodivergent individuals go through on a daily basis. If it were, no one wants to be um, have the negative sides of their, I mean, the negative sides of neurodiversity can be dark, and I explained to that person that when someone in the past has said, "Don't you think, I mean, you're normal, you're fine, you're just like everyone else. Everyone's a little autistic." I've just punched myself in the face right in front of them and, and said, "Am I normal now?" I mean, because that's dramatic, but that's also what I've done my entire life is punch myself in the face. And I've also had to hide that from the public and people my entire life because that's not very socially acceptable, and it's very traumatizing for normal people, normative minds to see that, and for anyone to see, to witness someone having a meltdown. Or yeah, so but it shouldn't have to take for me to get to a meltdown and punch myself in the face or burst into tears or start rocking or stop talking and go into selective mutism, to be able to be heard and for that to be understood that I am autistic and I am bipolar. I have a neurodivergent mind. I have clinical depression, and anxiety comes with these things. OCD, PTSD, these things are all tied, and it's due to a neural wiring and structure physically of the brain. So my whole point to this rant is, if you aren't something, don't tell someone that they can't be that thing, because you have no idea what you're talking about. And it's really hurtful. And you don't know what effects your words can have. The tongue is the most powerful sword in the world, so use it wisely. And use it to build people up, and use it to share love and positivity, and instead of taking away someone's right to express themselves and their identity, especially when it's a diagnosis that you are and identify with and have lived with your entire life. That person has no right to tell you what you aren't, what you are or aren't. No one does. So, with that venting out of the way, thank you for watching. I love you, and use your tongue and your words for spreading positivity and bringing everyone together and lifting each other up. So, thank you so much. Love you. You are awesome. And I'll see you soon. See ya.